If you're a chiropractor, watch this video because I'm going to show you 3 chiropractor marketing mistakes you must avoid at all costs if you care about your business, if you care about your practice, if you care about your sanity, and you care about your future. Hey, how's it going? Uriel King here, founder and CEO of Healthpreneur. We help health professionals fill and scale their practices by working smarter, not harder. And here I want to really quickly walk you through 3 big mistakes you must avoid if you care about your business. And not just your business, but your quality of life. Because let's be honest, as practitioners, we've all been sold a lie, which is trading time for money is the only way to help people. And that leads me to the first mistake. Is that even though we're talking about marketing here, and hopefully you enjoy my drawings here, I decided to be a little bit creative today. Maybe it's the yerba mate, which I will have a sip of. So even though what I'm about to share with you is a delivery issue, treatment issue, the back end of your business, so the delivery side of your business affects the marketing. Here's why. This is a picture of a fictitious chiropractor who has built themselves a 4-wall prison that they can't escape out of. And they can't escape out of this because, number one, they have to be there in order to serve people. Number 2 is they can't really scale beyond the capacity of their clinic. And that's a challenge because if you want to, if we're just drawing a graph out here, if you want to make a certain amount of money and help a certain amount of people, you can do so up to a certain point, above which you cannot grow. And I call this the capacity ceiling. So if you have a capacity ceiling issue, then you can't market your business because you can't attract new business in. Does that make sense? So how does this capacity ceiling get created? It gets created in a number of ways. Number 1, the size of your clinic. If you have 1 treatment room, so for instance, I'll give you an example. So my chiropractor, great guy, 2 rooms in his clinic, relatively small space, maybe about 700 square feet. So not huge. And right now, as I'm shooting this, he works about 4 days a week, but about 12 hours per day over those 4 days. So I asked him, I'm like, well, if you wanted to double your practice, how would you do that? And his answer is, I can't. And that's called the capacity ceiling because he physically can't see more people in 1 day or in a given week based on time slots and space in his clinic. So he is experiencing this first mistake, which is doing your best not to box yourself in and really capping your business based on physical space or number of practitioners in your clinic. So the only way in his situation that he can improve his capacity ceiling is a couple ways. Number 1 is you can hire more practitioners. You can hire other chiropractors to treat more patients, and obviously you take a percentage of their treatments, or they pay you rent, or whatever it is. That's one way. Second way is you buy a bigger clinic, which I don't honestly think is the smartest idea because most clinics are not fully maximized in the first place. And the third idea, which is going to get you rocking in your chair and throwing things at the screen, is going virtual. I know. Can you imagine that virtual chiropractic? It's not possible. You're crazy. How am I supposed to do that? Well, that's the question that Ryan, one of our clients, asked himself. November 2019, they had been in their business, in their clinic for years. And they were stuck in the box, right? They were stuck and they were doing seminars all around the city and the state and trying to get more patients coming in. And it was just it wasn't a good situation. They were on the verge of going out of business in November 2019. They sought out our help that month. $40,000 loan they took out. Obviously, a portion of that they used to invest with us so we could help them get out of the situation. And 9 months later, they're doing $2 million per month, which is like significantly, and I'm talking about tens of multiples greater than what they were ever doing in their practice. How are they doing that? Well, I'm not going to use this video to share that, but essentially they had changed the way they were helping people. And the reason I'm sharing this story with you is because the only limitation we have, if we look at this box on the screen, is the one that we impose upon ourselves. So if you're treating people for back pain and adjusting them offline, you're going to have to do something different if you wanted to go virtual. I'm not saying you have to go virtual, but I'm putting that out there as an option, because you have no capacity ceiling when you no longer have physical limitations. You have location independence, and you can serve people anywhere in your city, state, country, maybe around the world. And it offers you the opportunity to do very, very big things in your business if you wanted to. So the first mistake from a marketing perspective to avoid is doing your best not to allow the capacity of your clinic to limit the growth of your business, because you will always have a plateau, and you need more space, you need more practitioners, you can go virtual or have virtual services, or you need to sell product on the back end. You need to leverage your time, you need to leverage or really maximize the lifetime value of every patient. So it could be pillows, orthotics, supplements, or whatever is going to be relevant for your practice, because the capacity issue, the capacity ceiling it's like having a barrier that doesn't allow any more people to come into the practice. Okay, so that's the first mistake. The second mistake here is, and this is supposed to be the chiro, right? Sitting at his desk or her desk, typing away, which is obviously not what you do, but that was the best I could do in terms of drawings. I'm not even going to bother trying to do a neck adjustment drawing. So here's the second mistake, and this is specific about marketing, is, let's say in this case, you have a lineup of 5 people. Now, challenge here is that each one of them has a different problem. And I'm just denoting that by these different colors. So you have 5 different people coming, kind of looks like lollipops, right? So you've got 5 different types of conditions or problems coming in the door. Now, again, it's all good, right? If people find your clinic and they walk in and they've got neck pain and someone else has back pain and someone else has frozen shoulder, someone else has something else going on, you can certainly help them, right? I'm not saying turn that away. But what I am saying is that if you're looking to improve your marketing, that means you're willing to take the reins of your marketing. And in order for you to be proactive with marketing, well, you have to know who you're serving, because it's very tough to have a singular, focused, and impactful message when you're trying to talk to 5 different types of people. Does that make sense? Think about it this way. If you were an archer and these were 5 different balloons, and I said, well, you have 1 arrow, which balloon are you going to shoot? And you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Let's just shoot that one. So you're arbitrarily going to choose one condition, one single target market. That's what I'm going to get at here. The importance of choosing a single target market is that it allows you to take that arrow and focus it, right? Focus. Because people do not respond to marketing that doesn't apply to them. So if your marketing is like, hey, come in for a treatment, they're like, for what? But if you're like, hey, if you've got ringing in your ears, you might have tinnitus. And did you know that can be related to a cervical issue if that was the case, right? So the idea here is choose a single target market, because most people are going broad. As another example with my chiropractor, great guy. His practice is built around dog chiropractic and the dog's owners. I think it's amazing. But again, he's one of the few in the city that does dog chiropractic. But, if any owner's coming with their dog, they might have different issues that they want solved. But nonetheless, it's a better position in the market, because when I had issues with my dog Jax, who we had to put down sadly about a year ago, we took him to see the chiro, and I was looking like, where am I going to take my dog? Oh, I'm going to take my dog to the chiropractor who specializes in dogs. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you want certain people in your practice, if you love helping people that are athletes with back issues, then that becomes your marketing. That becomes what your brand is all about. And will you alienate people? Right? If we think of the pie, a lot of people worry about this. They're like, okay, well, if we take these 5 people, and we say, okay, I'm only going to focus on the yellow. I'm only going to focus on the yellow, and everyone else, and I'll just denote them as gray, cannot be served by us. Now, if they walk into the clinic, can I help them? Sure. But can I actively market to them? Not really, because your messaging is going to have to be too diluted. And if your messaging is diluted, then it's not going to be powerful. And so this might be 2% of the population. I don't know. It might be 10%. But the goal is that you want to become a specialist. You want to occupy a specific category in your prospects' minds so they think of you when they're thinking about a solution to their problem instead of just another chiropractor. It's a big mistake I see a lot of practitioners make. And another way to think about this is just asking yourself, do specialists make more money than generalists? Does a neurosurgeon make more money than a GP? Yeah. Does a sport chiropractor make more money than a general chiropractor? Probably. So you don't need more designations. You just need to make a decision about who you want to serve and dominate that category. For instance, healthpreneur, we are the best in the world at helping health practitioners build great businesses. Could we do the same with mortgage brokers, realtors, accountants, lawyers? Believe me, gym owners, a lot of them have asked for our help, and we've said no. Like, we could, but we're not going to, because we focus, and I love serving the health space. That's my bread and butter. That's where I came from. So you need to identify a single target market and specialize and dominate that. Okay, mistake number 3 is, so here we are on the right, and this is a chiropractor who just has so much on their plates. And they're just like, honestly, all I want to do and all I have time for is treating patients. Please just take it. But what exactly are you giving away here? What is this mysterious, it's not a sword, okay, just so we're clear, an épée. What are we giving away? What are we saying, please just take it? And who are we giving this to? Well, here, this, and please do not do this. This is, please just take all of my marketing off my plates and do it. And who are we speaking with? Well, we're speaking to Mr. Agency. Mr. Agency, please take over all of these things I don't want to do because I'm so busy treating patients and I have no time to do this. Mr. Agency says, sure thing. Here's a retainer. It's going to cost you a couple $1,000s a month. And we're going to put marketing into the marketplace that is going to be plain vanilla because we have no idea about your business. And we don't care about your business as much as you do. So that's a choice you can make. And that's the unfortunate choice many chiropractors and health practitioners have made. And it costs them dearly. Because when you give over, listen, there are 3 components. I'll come back to that in a second. There are 3 components to any business. You have marketing, which is getting people in the door, right? You have sales, which is getting people to give you money once they're in the door. And then you have delivery. That's it. That's all there is. And then there's admin, whatever. So here's where most chiropractors focus their attention, on the delivery, which is very important. You've got to be good at what you do, right? It's going to foster word of mouth, referrals, etc. However, these 2 areas, they don't even want to touch. Now, I will say, I'm not saying all chiropractors. I do want to give a shout out to this amazing industry. It's transformed my life. And the reason I love working with chiropractors is because chiropractors are from day one thrown out into the world and said, hey, good luck, build your business, go. And you're like, okay, now I have to fend for myself and figure out how to do this. So naturally, a lot of chiropractors are more entrepreneurial than, for instance, a medical doctor who just gets patients given to them, okay? But I'll tell you this, like, if sales and marketing are 2/3 of the puzzle, wouldn't it make sense to focus there? Right? And we're assuming that you're amazing on the delivery side, so that's only going to help your business. But to give 2/3 of your business to Mr. Agency, who for the most part couldn't give 2 hoots about your business because they're getting a retainer month after month, maybe it's performance-based, maybe it's not, it's just not sounded, I mean, it's just not smart. It would be like, so think about it this way. I think most chiropractors, most health professionals that I've worked with, and I've worked with thousands, and I am one myself. I'm a health professional. I've been in this space for 20 years. Most of us want clients and patients who are committed and are empowered to take better control of their health. The chiropractic profession, most of it was built upon the foundation that the client, the patient, is more of the onus of the healing is on them. It's not just like take a pill, which is tremendous. So if we want more people that are committed to their own journey, and that's the message we're preaching and encouraging, then why wouldn't we do the same for our business? Why would we just hand off the very thing we need to learn how to do? Why not learn how to fish, and you'll have plenty of fish for the rest of your life? And this is the biggest mistake out of all the three that I've seen here. I mean, they're all big. Number 2 is obviously big as well. This one is huge. I just want someone to do this for me. If you want someone to do this for you, it is like hiring a trainer, expecting them to do the sit-ups and you getting the six-pack. Got that? You have to take ownership of the most important aspects of your business. And I'm not saying you should do everything in your business. If you love treating patients, great, it's amazing, great. But you started your business. You're the visionary. You're the communicator. You are the person who has the ideas in your head that need to get out into the marketplace. Excuse me. And that's not something some agency is going to whip together a newsletter for you, or spit out a 2-sentence ad on Facebook that's going to convert. Okay? No one cares about your business as much as you do. No one cares about your finances as much as you do. No one cares about your life as much as you do. The most important things in your business you need to take control of. And it's not to say that you have to do every single thing. Yes, there are things in your business that you can delegate. There are people you can hire to take on certain components. But I'm sharing this with you with adamant passion because I've seen this time and time again. Chiropractor wants to do his thing. I've got a book. I'm going to do a book launch. I'm going to hire an agency to do the book launch. Oh my God, the whole thing flopped. Why? I was too busy treating patients. I gave the book launch to someone who doesn't care about it. I spent tens of thousands of dollars on a website and all this stuff and nothing to show for it. That's just one example. We're talking about like a book, right? So please don't let that happen to you. Now, there is good news because I've got some stuff that can help you out above and beyond this video. Again, first and foremost, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe right now. Click that red button somewhere on this video to subscribe to the Healthpreneur channel because I've got hundreds of videos that go into detail like this and show you great strategies and tactics to help you take better control of your business and marketing. Because my goal, we want to help 1 billion people. That's our goal. The only way we're going to get there is by helping practitioners like you build better businesses that can impact more people, including yourself in the process. So if this is resonating with you and you're like, man, I want to be better at marketing. I want to take ownership of I know it's not where it needs to be. Then we've got a great training that I'd like you to attend. The link for that is below. If you click on that, it'll take you over to our free online training called the Profitable Practice Method. And inside, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to take ownership of your marketing, 3 simple ways to get more patients coming in the door, and how to reconsider how you deliver on the back end so you can help more people. And as we talked about here in number 1 is avoiding mistake number 1 of you being trapped in the 4-wall prison. If that's of interest to you, click the link below, watch the training today. I think you'll be really, really surprised by some of the insights you get. And there we go, right? If you'd like our help beyond that, you can always schedule a call with us whenever you're ready. But for now, just start the free training. It's really, really valuable. And I think, if you're super busy, but still things aren't where you want them to be, well, it's probably time for something to be different, right? So anyways, hope this has found you well. Remember to subscribe on the channel, watch the training below. And once again, thank you so much for your time and attention. I know you're busy. You have a lot of other stuff you could be doing. So I want to acknowledge you for taking the time and being committed to learning this stuff because it is important. Thanks so much. Uriel King here signing off. I'll see you soon.